Good evening, everyone. For those who may not know me, my name is Almanzar. I'm a third-year mechanical engineering student here at the University of Arizona, and I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And over the past year, I've had the honor of serving as your SHPE junior coordinator. Today, I'm excited to be running for ALEX Vice President, and I want to thank you all for coming out tonight and listening to everyone's amazing speeches. Moving away from home was not easy for me. One of the hardest parts was to find a sense of culture, community, and familia in a place that felt so different. For a while, it was something that I struggled with. But early sophomore year, and thanks to my brother, Almanzar, I found SHPE, and that changed. SHPE gave me a space where I felt understood, supported, and connected. It gave me a sense of belonging, and I felt reminded that even away from home, I could still find people who felt like family. That experience is a big reason why this organization means so much to me, and why I care so deeply about creating that sense of belonging for others in coming to SHPE. This past year as SHPE Junior Coordinator has been one of the most meaningful experiences for me in SHPE. I didn't just help organize outreach events, I had the opportunity to directly impact younger students, mentor them, and create spaces where they felt seen, supported, and inspired. I worked to expand our engagement, strengthen our relationship with schools, and make our workshops more interactive and hands-on. Through that experience, I've learned something important. Events like ALEX are more than just a single day. They're a gateway. They're the moment when a high school student steps onto a large college campus such as U of A and starts to believe, maybe for the first time, that they belong here. That is why I'm passionate about this role. If elected as ALEX Vice President, I will bring that same level of dedication, organization, and vision on a larger scale. One of my key priorities will be starting early and staying consistent. I plan on beginning structured planning meetings as early as November of this year for ALEX 2027. These meetings will focus on building a strong foundation by securing committees, defining clear roles, and establishing timelines, and making sure we are proactive rather than reactive. I want to create a system where every volunteer feels prepared, every workshop is intentional, and every student who attends there leaves inspired. I also want to elevate ALEX by expanding our workshops variety, increasing hands-on engagement, and strengthening collaboration with both schools and industry partners. My goal is not just to make ALEX bigger, but more impactful. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about hosting an event. It's about creating an experience that stays with the student long after they leave. It's about showing them that a higher education, leadership, and a success in STEM are all within arm's reach. My time as SHPE Junior Coordinator, along with the impact SHPE has brought on me personally, has prepared me for this moment. I have built the skills, the relationships, and the passion needed to take ALEX to the next level. Thank you for your time, and I hope I've earned your support. Yes?
Do you have a theme for ALEX?
I do. As many know or may not know, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. So I plan on making this next ALEX Pokemon theme, workshops being legendaries from all the other regions, a Team Rocket workshop, and maybe even an N workshop if you're really digging deep in the bag. Yes.
I feel like ALEX has been one of the most consistent events throughout SHPE, and it hasn't really changed the formula. What is going to be the new thing that you're going to bring to like the workshop design, and how are you going to? Because you were talking about improving the diversity of workshops. What's like your plan?
That's a great question. So, as many know, I'm a mechanical engineering student, but my main focus, and I've been interning in as product management and construction management. I haven't seen a lot of those roles in workshops in ALEX and, more importantly, other large events that we've had. I plan on bringing that onto these larger events, bringing in sponsors, especially the company I've been working for. I think it'd be a good look at engineering is not just math, theory, and more math. Engineering can be applied. You can build these fantastic buildings, and I plan on using that knowledge in future workshops. Yes?
You mentioned starting committee meetings like early as November. You know how hectic October and November can be?
I do.
How are you gonna make sure that like it isn't too hectic?
So, starting committee meetings is all about consistency for me. Starting small is not an issue. Making sure that not only my board is on the same page, but the GBM is as well. Staying transparent is the most important part. If I do fall behind, all that matters is that I communicate with my GBM and my board to make sure that we can come together and get back on track. Yes?
You have a favorite Pokemon?
I do have a favorite Pokemon, Ghastly. Yes?
Yeah, kind of going off of, in not the creative aspect of how we're going to change ALEX, from more of like a logistical front in communicating with schools and those sponsors and the companies coming in. How do you want to improve that from previous years where we have had maybe slight issues with good, solid, consistent communication with these schools? And not just for this year, but to set up future ALEX VPs.
It's a great question. So transparency is always important for me. Making sure that not only do my board know what's going on, but also the sponsored partners and schools know what's going on. Starting early for me is basically my whole keystone to success. In the summer, I plan on talking to the company I'm working for to add another sponsor for this event, but also speaking to schools. As SHPE Junior Coordinator, this year's SHPE Junior Coordinator, I've been able to talk to many schools and be able to gain not only a point of contact, but also a genuine relationship with most of the teachers there. So by using those contacts and my plan is starting early, I genuinely believe that we will have no hiccups this year, daily.